Hi friends, you are watching Ebu Math tutorial. Please always like, share and comment on this channel. Also turn on your notification button for more interesting topics. So we'll be looking at addition and subtraction of integers. Integers. What do we mean by integers? Integers are positive and negative whole numbers. You know what we mean by whole numbers? All the numbers we use in counting. Fraction is not there, decimal is not there. So they include all the positive and negative in whole numbers. That is what we mean by integers. So let's look at some examples of integers. Like 5. 5 is an integer. It is not a fraction, neither is it a decimal. So this is a whole number and it is positive, though it is not written, but it is invisible. Plus is there, but it is invisible. So this is positive integer. If I put minus, we have minus 5. This is negative integers. So any number that has minus before it is a negative integer. That's any whole number that has minus before it is a negative integer, while the one that has plus is a positive integer. So we'll be looking at how we can add and subtract them. Before we dive into that, let's explain the meaning of plus. Plus implies what you owe, and minus implies what you owe. What you owe is debt, what you are owing, while plus is what you have. What you have, that's the meaning of plus. So we'll be looking at some examples to explain the topic we are talking about. Let's look at some examples. If we have minus 5 plus 3, minus 5 plus 3, minus 5 plus 3, this shows that you are owing somebody. This minus 5 means you are owing, while plus 3 shows you have. Now assuming you are owing somebody 5 oranges and you have 3 oranges, what will you do? Out of the 3, you give all of them to the person you are owing, showing that you are still owing more, and what you are still owing is 2. So when you give out 3 out of the 5 you are owing, it means you are still owing 2. Therefore, because you are still owing 2, the answer should be minus 2 and not plus 2, because you are still owing. This is how to add or subtract integer. Let's continue. If we have something like this, 0 minus 7, what is the meaning of this? 0 minus 7. 0 means you don't have anything. Now minus 7 shows you're owing somebody. Now assuming you don't have any orange and you're owing somebody 7 oranges, it shows you're still owing that person 7 oranges. So what the answer will be is still minus 7, because you're still owing that person 7 oranges. Another example is this. If we have minus 1 plus 3 minus 4, this is combination of plus and minus. Now minus 1 shows you are owing somebody, plus 3 shows you have, and minus 4 shows you are owing somebody. So what are you going to do? We collect like terms. That's, we collect the plus together and collect the minus together, and we have 3 minus 1 minus 4. So this is what we have now. Now when you look at it very well, you see that you have minus 1 minus 4. Minus 1 minus 4. Minus 1 means you're owing, and minus 4 shows you're still owing another person 4. So what you are going to do there is to add up what you are owing someone. So you are owing 1 and you are owing 4. So the total of what you're owing is 5. So it's going to be 3 minus 5. Now if you have 3 minus 5, 3 here shows plus 3, which means you have 3 and you're owing 5. So when you give out 3 out of the 5 you are owing, you are still owing that person minus 2. So the answer for this number 3 is minus 2. So that's the answer for that one. Let's look at another example. Assuming you have 3 minus bracket minus 1 plus 5. Assuming we have something like this, so what are we going to do? We open the bracket and we have 3 minus, we open the bracket, minus 1 plus 5. And we know that minus minus will become plus, or you can say minus will multiply minus, it becomes plus 1. So from here we have 3 plus 1 plus 5. So 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 5, you have 9. Let's look at the final example. Assuming you have 8 minus 5 plus 1. How do we solve this? This is plus and this is plus, so we collect plus together and we have 8 plus 1, sorry, 8 plus 1, then we take the minus to the other side, minus 5. Then 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 minus 5 is 4.